are at the beginning of the Shafer Trail. Here's a look at the area, warning signs and everything else. So hopefully this will go well for us. In a previous video, which I'll link into the description, I drove the Shafer Trail from top Canyonlands National Park, Island in the Sky, down through Potash Road and back into Moab. This video is going to take me in the opposite direction, starting on Potash Road all the way up to Canyonlands National Park. The Shafer Trail at the Island in the Sky district of Canyonlands National Park is an iconic road that descends 1,500 feet through a colorful, massive sandstone cliff. Its function has changed through the years, from a route made by Native Americans to access resources on the mesa top to a trail for sheep herders moving flocks to better foraging in wintertime, and then a road for trucks moving loads of uranium from the backcountry to market. Today, the Shafer Trail is a challenging, unpaved backcountry road for recreational users seeking the experience of a lifetime. These ponds are not a mirage, but a solar evaporation pond used in the process of mining potash. The mine is currently owned and operated by Intrepid Potash, Inc., and the ponds cover about 400 acres of land 20 miles southwest of Moab. The deep royal blue color is due to a dye that is added to a full pond of potash, brine, and water in order to speed up the rate of heat absorption. Potash is used primarily in fertilizers and to support plant growth, increase crop yield and disease resistance, and enhance water preservation. The Shafer Trail is named after the Shafer family, who were Mormon pioneer settlers. Starting in 1916, John Sog Shafer used this trail to move cattle from summertime pastures on the mesa top to winter ground on the White Rim sandstone, several rock layers down into the canyon. John Shafer is credited for improving the trail and making access into the canyon easier. Many other trails at Island in the Sky National Park section of Canyonlands are also bearing names for the families who worked them. Expanding upon the work of Sog Shafer, the Atomic Energy Commission widened Shafer Trail and extended it to the White Rim Road to accommodate trucks moving loads of uranium-bearing rock from backcountry and down to Moab for processing. Many backcountry roads in the Moab area used for recreation today were improved by the Atomic Energy Commission. After Canyonlands was established as a national park in 1964, the Shafer Trail transitioned from a ranching and mining road to a route used primarily for recreation. Each year, hundreds of visitors experience the thrill of driving down the winding sandstone cliff to the basin below. While driving this unpaved road remains difficult to this day, with the right gear and technology, it's possible to safely traverse the Shafer Trail. Remember, unlike in the past, high clearance four-wheel drive vehicles with low gear settings are highly recommended to traverse this route. Visit the park website for more information on the Shafer Trail. And now enjoy the rest of this video as I take you on the rest of the Shafer Trail, which is truly one of my favorite drives ever. If your attention span is short, as most people's are today watching videos, and you want to skip ahead to these scenic switchbacks, then push ahead to about the 14-minute mark, and that's where my ascent begins. If you want to watch my previous video, which I'll link below, I start at the top, so the switchbacks are first. And I have a rather close encounter with an RV who had no business being on the trail coming up in the other video, so that's kind of interesting to watch. So, thank you for watching. Assume you still are. Per the sign, this is about where the Canyonlands National Park section of the road begins. It's about 11 miles from Potash Road, where I began. Shafer Trail is, believe it or not, a two-way road. As you can see, it's very, very narrow, especially in the switchbacks area. However, there are plenty of pull-offs to come off and get out of the way of oncoming traffic. Keep in mind that cars going uphill have the right of way. So there's Dave. This is towards the top. There's the road where we came. And I will tell you, the road is relentlessly bad the whole way. And where I was pointing out the road yesterday and said I'd be driving it today, that's the pull-off in Canyonlands. It's Shafer Trail pull-off or something right above there. So here's the Shafer Trail coming down. Plus, the switchbacks heading on towards Ridge Road. Wow. Did a video about coming this way now. 2 years ago, my plan is either today or tomorrow to come up to the opposite direction. There will, of course, be a video for that too. So that was the view we had yesterday. Except now we're down here. And Dave has been fucking amazing.
Well, we did it. Dave was amazing. I will say Potash Road is a shitty road. It was relentlessly bad. Once you get into the park, it's a little bit better, but it's still bad in spots. What an amazing drive, though. So beautiful. So here we are at the other end. This is where I started a couple years ago and went down, and we just finished going up. And that's about it. And there's the star of the show, Dave. Amazing.